transgenders. They're streaming transgenders. If you're looking at me. But I hope you guys are doing okay. How's it going? For the women in chat, have you guys been enjoying your International Women's Day? Have you guys reached peak women yet? Yeah, happy Women's Day. Happy Women's Day, women. Happy. Didn't J.K. Rowling spend the day just like being mean to random people she didn't know all day? As she do. That's every day. But she got ratioed. You know what? Honestly, did she? Can you bring me the J.K. Rowling ratio? I think this is the best way to start off Women's Day. Dear God, Labor Equality's Shadow Minister. Labor Equality Shadow Minister. Bro, that's a sick title. That sounds so cool. He's here, the Shadow Minister. Shadow Minister sounds sick. Has just said she is not sure how adult female is defined. And the answer, how do you define woman? What? On BBC Women's Hour? Someone please send Shadow Minister of Equalities the dictionary and a backbone. This is what a woman who owns a dictionary and a backbone looks like. What is this? Apparently under a Labor government, today will become we who must not be named day. Oh my gosh, shut up. So annoying. The Voldemort Day. See, I knew there was a reason why I should never like Harry Potter books. Harry Potter books never should have went anywhere. Harry Potter is lame. You know what should have went places? I forgot what it's called. I read it when I was a kid. Fable Haven. That's what should have gone places instead of Harry Potter. Harry Potter is lame. Harry Potter is cringe. Harry Potter will, like, J.K. Rowling will add like, isn't like J.K. Rowling kind of racist? Isn't that true? It doesn't she like add a character? This meme is very real. It'll be like, hey, what's my character? And she'll be like, theft spoon, large nose, Goldenberg, Ravenclaw, Jewish wizard, and people will be like, what the hell? What are you saying, lady? What are you saying, lady? She'll be like Jamal Shacklecole, Black Wizard. Isn't that something that she literally did? Wait, isn't there a black guy literally named Shacklebolt or something? Yeah. Hey, look, it's Kingsley Shacklebolt. See, he's not like see, the really cool thing about him is from because this is from the wiki. I read this before stream. Actually, J.K. Rowling did something really interesting. When his character came out, that's when she revealed in the Harry Potter universe, you know how there are muggles in the Harry Potter universe? She actually made a delineation how muggle actually splits off, and then there's another sort of muggle. She calls them miggers. And so there's muggles and then there's miggers, and that's where Shacklebolt and his group are. And it's really interesting where they I never really got into the books, but yeah, it's really interesting. Stop, Shark. What do you mean stop? This guy's name is Shacklebolt. His signature spell is spawning a big basketball that bounces on the enemy's head. When you look at the different wizarding schools, honestly, what I want to look at is J.K. Rowling, her legacy, her books, and anything she ever touched to like sink into the Marianas Trench. Don't forget the Jewish coded goblins. Yeah, she has like the little goblins, and they're like white, and they're like hunched over, and they have like big nose, big ear, and they love they gold. Gold. And they'll all be named like Goldenberg, Arienstein. J.K. Rowling just likes to spend her time just being mean to trans people. The thing is, like, here, wait, didn't Kafalis post something about this? Here, wait, I want to show you guys this, because this is good. This is a good meme. This is the world that J.K. Rowling is pushing for. Just so you know, transgender wrestler forced to compete in girls tournament is booed after winning in fun. This is the world that J.K. Rowling is pushing for, okay? This is the world that she wants, where this dude, all right, this dude, goddamn 6'2", 180 pounds, pure muscle, on T for like 5 years, picks up some small woman and like chucks her through the stadium so hard it leaves like a Looney Tunes style like hole, like body shape hole. You know what I mean? Just chucks her. Okay, that's the world that J.K. Rowling wants, and it's weird and it's cringe. Here's the thing, all right? I'm normal. I don't want men competing with women in sports like this. I personally don't, all right? Not like this. This shit's weird. Why are men competing with women in these sports? Why?
This meme is very
Look
real.
at this dude. He's goddamn huge. Why is J.K. Rowling pro women throwing? That's true. Why is J.K. Rowling pro men picking up and chucking women? That seems pretty hecked up. Those girls didn't stand a chance. But nobody really wanted to listen to him. Yeah, like he was like, I shouldn't be beating the shit out of these little girls. You know, he walks into the ring and he's like, they're like, please do not chuck me, big sir. Please do not. And he's like, I'm sorry, but it must be done. The state has spoken. And then he like picks them up by the hair, freaking spins them around like a nunchuck, and then just like chucks them. All right. Just like, whoo, just like right over the goddamn stadium, just through the roof. It's just like, it's not good. All right. His aim is perfect too. They land through their roof in their house and crash directly into their bed. They're safe, but it's just like, it's pretty fucked up. And this is the world that J.K. Rowling wants. And I think it's pretty hacked up. I don't know why you would ever do this. Because these dudes, these trans dudes especially, a lot of them are kind of huge. All right. I'm not sure if you've seen like trans dudes like after they've transitioned and shit and like woke and like worked out. Do you want like you want like some like 6'4", 350-pound like giga dude to go into the bathroom, to go into the stall with your daughter, you want that huge ass dude to be in the bathroom with your daughter? What the heck? Why are you trying to put men in the women's bathroom like this? What's wrong with you, freak? Weirdo. What the hell? Some trans dude will be like the size and shape of the fucking Rock, okay? And will be like forced to go into the women's stall, and like as he walks through the door, he like his massive T shoulders just break the sides of the door. The door hinge falls. My bad, it doesn't. He walks through with so much force, it doesn't fall. It actually shoots off and then implants itself in the wall. And then he goes to sit down on the stall as gently as possible. And his huge biceps bend the stall walls around him. All right. And the girls that are in the other stall have to like cower in fear because they're scared that the stall walls will like break. All right. Sending fucking fiberglass shrapnel into their eyes, blinding them for life. It's kind of fucked up, dude. And this is the world that J.K. Rowling wants. J.K. Rowling wants the world of genital inspections. Do you want that? Here, can I get a show of hands of people in chat? Like, imagine you're older. Imagine you have kids if you don't already. Can I get a show of hands of people who, if your kid wants to play like softball, do you want the school to do a genital inspection on your kid? Do you want the school to like need to fondle your kid's balls or like inspect your kid's cervix before they play softball? Is that what you want? I think that's creepy as hell. Do you want to have to go get that at the doctor and then like hand it in so like the superintendent or whatever can go flip through like the doctor's recommendation of like your kid's genitals to figure out whether or not they're able to play? Is that what you want? I don't want that. I think that's creepy. That's the world J.K. Rowling wants. That's a fight, and that's the world that a lot of conservatives are trying to push. It's weird. It's creepy. Transgendered. My favorite part out of all of this is the fact that they don't know how to use the word like trans, you know? Because like trans is not like a new word. Transient, transpose, transition. Like the trans is not a new word in the English language, but they always do like transgender or transgendered. That one's my favorite when they say transgendered, transified. It's like they got hit with a transinator or something. That's been wreaking havoc on the tri-state area. It's just like, what's a gender? What's a TIFF? Answer that question. I'll answer yours. So what's this? And what might be the most controversial high school wrestling victory ever? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. I know. Okay, here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. Let's be honest with ourselves. Conservatives, and I'm not going to say gender critical because that's not what you are. You're a TERF. Okay, that's what you are, and a bad human being. That's what you are. All right. Just let's be completely honest with ourselves. All right. People like Fox News or Broad on Turf Island, all right, or whatever, they don't care about women. They've never cared about women. All right. Especially women's sports let's be honest with ourselves. How often do you hear people like J.K. Rowling talk about the need to have like better funding and better care for female and women athletes? Have you heard about that? Where is she talking about all the underfunding that comes to like women's sports? Have you seen a men's versus a women's sports like gym? Have you seen the difference? Because like a men's gym, they'll have like the sort of like shit that they'll have like the fucking mask and everything, and they'll have like the cryogenic chamber to freeze your sperm so you can have like giga children or something. And then you'll be on the treadmill with like the mask, and like they'll be checking your blood and your heart rate as you go. They'll have a probe directly into your liver to make sure you're producing enough bile and everything, so you'll be in like peak performance. They'll have like goddamn transformer robo weights that check your blood pressure and your blood sugar or something. They'll put like a hat on you that automatically gives you a direct injection of caffeine while you're working out. It's just, they'll have like the crazy state of the art sort of like a biohuman like $1 million man type shit going on for men. And then have you ever seen like a women's gym, women's sports gym? Have you ever seen what that looks like? It's a bench and like the little 5-pound yoga weights, and that's what's in there. It's just an empty room, a bench, maybe a banana because they thought it would be funny to give them dick-shaped food to eat, and the 2 to 5 pound a jog, yeah, and like a treadmill, and not even like one of the good treadmills. I'm talking about one of the treadmills that when you turn it on above 5 miles per hour, it squeaks and the belt wobbles. And that's what's in the women's gym. I don't know if I have anybody who's in chat who's done like women's sports or anything, but I gotta tell you, there's so little care put into women's sports. It's insane. It's insane. And I gotta tell you, all right, these people, they only care about women's sports when they're wearing small enough shorts that it's basic, that they treat it like softcore porn. All right. That's the only time where they can think that they care about like women's gymnastics, women's sports or anything. Outside of that, not only do they get no respect, they get negative respect. Negative respect. They actively, like conservatives actively make fun of women for even attempting to do sports. You see that, right? While not caring at all about like the sexual, emotional abuse that can go on between like owners or coaches or anything to the girls. They never talk about any of that. You know what it is? What it is just complaining that a trans woman came in 7th place. That's what they care about, okay? These trans girls, they aren't even doing anything. Honestly, they're not even that good at sports, it seems like. Because if these girls were going to be like coming in, all right, and like punching a hole through the tit of like all girls that they go up against because they're so like fucking She-Hulk strong. If this was going to happen, then where is it? Where is it? We're all the like trans women who've gone to like the Olympics and won and obliterated the cis women there. Where is it? We're all like the gold medals that they're getting. They're showing me like a high school wrestling tournament was won and a middle school like track tournament. They came in 3rd place. Wow. Truly, the destruction is coming. Yeah, dude. It'll be like football lingerie league. That's the stuff that they care about. They care about volleyball. I'm not gonna lie. Like the volleyball girls, they do be caked up. Okay, sorry, it must be said. Their legs are very powerful. They're skilled athletes. They do be caked up. But I will tell you, there's more there than just their cheeks. They're amazing athletes as well. But they don't care about any of that. They never have, never will. Because this is all just a scapegoat to go shit on trans people more. That's it. That's the only time. Volleyball is so sick. Volleyball is so sick. They never cared. They never cared. If you didn't know, there's multiple lawsuits going around. There's multiple instances of women being abused by their like superiors when it comes to sports, either coaches or owners or principals and all this type of stuff, right? Or when it comes to being tricked into exploitation and just making their not their costumes, making their uniforms as like small as possible and shit like that. Like, and they don't care about any of that. They never have. But all of a sudden, this happens, and now they're screeching. They're screeching because they got exactly what they wanted. Be careful what you wish for. Did we all not watch Fairly Odd Parents? All right. Did we not all learn that you must be careful what you wish for? You gotta be careful what you wish for. All right. This is the world that J.K. Rowling wants, and it's weird. Fucking huge ass, the most masculine men, trans guys, being forced to walk into the women's restroom. Okay, and here's Ted Cruz right here, and here's Ron DeSantis, and they're both cheering it on. Wild, incredible, so much for family values. My goodness, this is me on the top right. You right here. I feel you, bud. Insane shit coming from these people. I'm sorry, I'm still getting into politics, but don't they complain about trans issues being sexual advances and also sweep under the rug the actual issues regarding abuses? Yes, they do. They never actually care. Once again, they don't care about women's issues. They don't. They really don't. What they care about is trying to use women's issues as just a wedge to care. It's just a wedge to hate trans people, and then they don't even fix women's issues. Where are all the bills addressing like sexual and emotional abuse? Where's all of that? They're making it worse. They're protecting laws that don't enshrine consent. Did you know that you can lie your way into having sex with someone in Indiana? Did you know that it's not considered rape if you what is it? If you lie about who you are, like let's say you sneak into someone's house and you pretend to be like a girl's boyfriend to get sex out of her or something, and then like the lights come on and she notices that and she's like, this isn't you. You know, she's like, wait, this isn't tennis, this is anal sex. Did you know that's not considered rape? Where are they on that? It's actually not, if you didn't know. It's actually not. Like the case will be thrown out if you try it. Does that actually happen in real life? Yes. The reason why I actually know about that is because it did happen in real life. And a girl, when she was in college, tried to bring it to the Indiana courts, and they threw the case out. They expunged the guy's record completely, and they were just like, this isn't assault, this isn't rape, bestie, and they told her to leave. That's a real story. It really happened. That's true. She did consent to having sex with her boyfriend, not some random dude. But hey, listen, in Indiana, that's a-okay. That's perfectly fine. But you know what? What they really think that they need to care about, okay, is trans women running in 8th place in like middle school track. That's the real issue in Indiana, okay? Not the wild poverty and opioid usage, not the sexual assault. It's the trans women running in 8th place. All right, that's truly what we need to be spending all of our time on. It's ridiculous. Never ever cared. Wait, what else did J.K. Rowling post today? Let's see. You guys want to see what other cringe J.K. Rowling has posted? Multiple women's groups have presented well-sourced evidence to Nicola Sturgeon, First Minister of Scotland, Glasgow. I'm sorry, I don't take the word of British people when it comes to Scotland and Ireland. All right, maybe Wales, but when it comes to Scotland and Ireland, British people have no say in anything of their affairs. All right, I'm sorry. I say what must be said. They get no say. But anyways, what did she have to say? Evidence to the Scotland Prime Minister's government about likely negative consequences of this legislation for women and girls, especially for the most vulnerable, all being ignored if the legislation passes, and what the consequences are. Shark. SNP? Hog. What the fuck is this? The post that she's referring to has been completely deleted. Wait, so apparently someone got hurt, and J.K. Rowling thinks that now we need a and now we need like a law banning, I don't know, maybe trans people from existing. No source. No, it was just some random post. Wait, here, let me see. Here, wait, let me see if this is even real. Because a lot of like TERFs like to lie about stuff. Also, why do you have that name? Just like, does she just like spend her time looking up crimes that some trans people do? And she's like committed all of their names to memory. Transgender woman 18 assaults girl. Let's see. But they were 18? It seemed like some 18-year-old attacked a girl in a bathroom. And so now J.K. Rowling has committed this to memory. Here's the thing. How many names do you think that she knows of people who've just like, I don't know, attacked just cis women? Just like off the top of her dome piece. Because my guess would be not many. Because not many people do. 0? I would imagine it would be either 0 or near 0. That is very strange that you have that just committed to memory, but okay, sure. All right, so what is this? She's quoting something in the Telegraph. Let's be honest. On International Women's Day, we have gone backwards, not forward. No, dude. What do you mean backwards? How have we gone backwards? Oh boy, yeah, it's the Telegraph. Ooh, baby. Remember that time? Remember that time when the BBC posted that like anti-trans article from a woman who spends her time like assaulting women and said that actually trans people are the ones who are scary, and with like not a single shred of remorse, they just kept that shit up. Remember that? The lady was insane. How she wrote like an unhinged piece about how much she hates trans people in between assaulting women. Shit was crazy. Yeah, she basically went to the BBC and was like, bro, we need to stop trans people. It would be so easy for them to assault women. I would know. I do it all the time. Like, and they were just like, oh yes, a truly unbiased source. Nice one, dude. She thinks self-hating women got the article taken down. Really? Wait, do you have that? Turfism brings brain rot. It really do. Wait here. Let's read this unhinged article, apparently. As International Women's Day, as International Women of Mystery, as an International Woman of Mystery, what the hell what's happening in Turf Island, man? Shadow Minister, International Woman of Mystery. She's the Turf Riddler. Riddle me this. I hate trans people. Okay, then. People, not women, because the word woman is now controversial, are asked to pose, hands crossed upwards, and to share a selfie on social media. This is supposed to be a part of imagining a gender equal world, one free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination, except gender recognition reform bill tabled in Scotland. Wait. The gender recognition reform bill, that sounds turfy as all hell. Rowling asked for a source. Yeah, POV, J.K. Rowling asking for a source for why she hates trans people.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
So true. Cringe trans fans be like, source? Chad Turfs be like, I made it the fuck up. Also in the Telegraph. Let's see, what was this bill? It's just more British people being mad at like Scottish people again. The Scottish government has set out plans to speed up and simplify the way in which its citizens can change their legal gender. Sick. Yeah, base Scottish people. They don't want to be a part of Turf Island. You gotta love it. At present, people must apply to a UK gender recognition panel. Dude, oh my gosh. The gender panel will decide your fate. Who wants to have to plead their case to the Gender Council? Virgin England versus Chad Scotland. Yeah, Scotland's pretty based. Dude, I don't want to have to talk to the Gender Council. That's weird. Present a diagnosis of gender dysphoria and live in their acquired gender for 2 years. That's a lot. That's a lot. You have to get a gender dysphoria diagnosis and be transgendered for 2 whole years. That's a lot of work, man. Acquired gender. POV, me, acquiring gender. Thank you for respecting women. No problem. I love respecting women. Honestly, it's one of my favorite pastimes. I do it for free. You can just ask any woman that I've interacted with. They would tell you. Well, my bad. Not every woman. Because a lot of them I don't like. I'm sorry. Like Gothics. I don't like Gothics. It's just so weird. Proposed new law would allow Scottish citizens to self-identify as their chosen gender with no need for a medical diagnosis. Cool. It would also reduce the time someone must live in their acquired gender from 2 years to just 3 months. Honestly, this makes more sense. 3 months isn't like the longest time, but 3 months, if you were actually unironically worried about people being like, Muhaha, I will now acquire new gender so I can be very mean to women, but now they can't call me man. They only call me woman. Muhaha, right? They're like wringing their hands and stuff, right? I mean, 3 months is a kind of a long time to keep that shit up. Crowder can't even keep it up for like 10 minutes, and he does it on the regular. They push through this bill would mean that a man can identify as a woman and receive a gender recognition certificate. I love. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, in England, in like the UK, is there like a trans school or something? That's so weird to me. Your gender recognition certificate. It's so weird. Like, is there like a graduation or something Like all the trans people have to like sit in the gymnasium of a school over the weekend, and they all like walk up and they like shake the hand of the gender technician, and then they hold up their hand to their certificate, and you get to take a picture or something. Yeah, 40 hours mandatory gender course before they get their gender license. Yo, dude, wait, it's true. Wait, it's real. Oi, hold on now. You got a license for that gender. It's true. You got a license for that. It's real. In the UK, you literally have to have a license for your gender. Is it like when you go to the bathroom? Is it like an ATM? You have to put in your gender card. What the hell's going on? That's Australian. That's Australian. They're the same thing. Australian is just like ghetto British, and British is just bad. But it being ghetto doesn't mean that it's worse. It means that it's better, actually. It's kind of like the cringe police pistol grip versus the based gangster side grip of your pistol. You know what I mean? Got locked up. What are you in for? What are you in for, gendering without a license? Shoot heck, but also freak. GRC within months. And without requiring any medical report. Yeah, true, because not all trans peepos need a medical report. Rather than by providing evidence they have lived in their gender for the last 2 years. 2 years? What do you mean evidence? Also, what do you mean evidence? Does that mean like the gender council gets to scroll through your like Snapchat history or something? What do you mean evidence? What does that mean? What does evidence mean? Wait, can we spitball for a second? What does gender evidence mean? What does that mean? Australia was a penal colony? They're a colony of dicks? Yeah, that shit's crazy. True. It's pronouns in bio, actually. PP colony. Maybe proof from your friends and family and job. I love how gender has become. I'm sorry. Like, can I think it's a little funny that UK has turned like your gender into like a Phoenix Wright court case? You know what I mean? It's like you're there and you're defending yourself to be able to get your like gender license. All right. And like the prosecutors on the other side trying to prove that you don't deserve your gender license. Like, come on. So I've been living as a girl for the last 5 months, and I've been looking at makeup videos and everything to make sure that I blend in. I really want my license. Objection! Oh no! I scrolled through your Instagram and you were wearing a t-shirt, not a blouse, is that right? They start sweating. Wait, well, as you can see, my client actually thrifted this. And it's a part of their look. Women are wearing men's clothes these days sometimes. All right? Have you ever heard about a thrifted look? Ever heard of oversized? As you can see, she's clearly wearing skinny jeans here. And Converses. All stars. Like, oh my gosh, they are a girl. Anyways, so it seems to just be, this is back to going on about like J.K. Rowling. It seems that she's just really mad that it's cool that trans people exist, that people don't want to like burn trans people at the stake. The new religion of gender identity is it's a soul and essence, a made up concept. So true. It is made. That is true. Gender is made up. There are no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Gender is indeed made up. We did make it up. All right. I'm sorry. Blue from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and gender are equally as real. And I know that makes a lot of people really upset, but it is. They are. All right. Eduardo, Blue, Coco, they're all equally as real as gender. I love how they call it a religion. Dude, they call it a religion while then reducing women. Wait, do I have any like cis girls in chat? Can you say hi real quick? I just want to say hi. I would like to say hi back as well, but I'd like to speak to you for a moment. Me, hi, hey, hi, hello, yes, hello. Listen, my cis girls, all right? Listen to me for a moment. Can you answer this question for me and everybody else who's watching? Do you think that you are more than your ovaries? Do you think that you're more than that? Like who you are, like your gender, like in the world? Yes, I'm also booba. That's true. Now that's a girl who knows what's up. Yep, since mine don't work. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. Your worth goes down 0. Just because I don't want my ovaries, no babies. I hope so. Girl. I think I'm so glad that we had our girls chime in, because it is women's. I would not like to speak for them. All right. It is, once again, the Women Respecter has logged on. It is International Women's Day. I'm glad that they were able to lend me their voices, because we love them. Can we get a little round of applause for our women in chat real quick? Just thank you. I appreciate you. You're seen, but not only are you seen, you are also loved. And I appreciate you for lending me your voice, because I didn't want to just speak for you all. They're more than that. I think women are more than that. I think they're more than that. They're more than just their ovaries, their vagina, their uterus. I think they're more than that. There's more there that I think is more important than any like bodily function. Okay, girls are more than their vagoober, and I think everybody should believe this. And this is why this idea of no pussy for how we figure out who gender who is so antiquated, so stupid, and so backwards. It doesn't do us any good. And you know what? When they do that, that obviously means that if you don't have those things, or if they don't work, that means that you are less woman, which I think is disgusting. It shouldn't be. Any girl who's like not born with like any stereotypical features that we would assume to go along with women, if that's what makes them like women and so special, that means they're less special and less women. And I think that's gross and that's disgusting. And you know what? There's so many girls out there who've been taught that, who've been genuinely taught that the fact that they're like infertile, or they don't want to have kids, or they don't want to work at home, or something along those lines, all of those things, especially when it comes to like bodily functions, or if they like don't have periods or something, or if they've had to have like their uterus removed or something along those lines, meaning that they're like less women. Wasn't there like some movie? Wait, wasn't it in some like Marvel movie or something where Black Widow was talking with the Hulk? Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that this was said, where like Black Widow was talking with the Hulk, and Bruce Banner was like, I'm a monster. And Black Widow was like, I'm a monster too. I can't have children. And I have monster pussy. That's what she should have said. It got that gorilla grip. I remember that, bro. Yes, it's real. Yes, it's real. Yes, that happened. And that's the world that J.K. Rowling wants. And it's gross. That was genuinely bizarre. Originally thought she was going to say that she's a monster because yada yada, she killed the innocent, but no, yeah, it's wild. Should have given her an actual monster. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. You know how with Cyclops, the reason why he shoots lasers is because there are like portals to like a dimension purely made out of energy in his retinas. It should have been kind of like that, where like her, like right behind her, like in her pussy, it goes to another dimension, you know? Can you imagine that? That'd be sick. That'd be pretty based. That's what they should have done. Instead, they pull like weird shit like this. Yeah, no, she was just kind of like, when I was trained, they sterilized me so I can't have kids, and that's why I'm a monster just like you. Mr. Three ton alien green skinned man who can punch a planet into pebbles. I'm a monster just like you. This morning, you told the British public you literally can't define what a woman is. What's the plan? Lift up random objects until you find one that rattles. Well, can you lift up random objects until you find where the women are? Where we found the gender? Such an annoying fucking person. I hate this so much. Oh no, no, dude, it's the axis of evil. No, it's the axis of evil. They're all together. Look at this goddamn freaking rogues gallery. J.K. Rowling, Blair White, and Buck Angel. Oh my gosh. And they all have the curse too. They're all verified. They all have the curse, the mark of the beast. And those of us with a brain appreciate you so much. You've only further solidified your icon status, queen. The bully behavior in the name of trans rights is so insane. Hey queen, I heard that you hated trans people. I am one. Ew, I know. I'll just have to let you know that I stand with you, and I also think that trans people are icky predators. So true. You slay, queen. You're such an icon. Anyways, can you sign my book? Can you sign my shackles when you throw me in jail? When I get thrown in jail for the anti-trans, for the when you're able to set up the anti-trans gulag? Can you sign my shackles, please? Thank you. Who the hell is Buck Angel? Buck Angel is a trans man who hates trans people. Blair White is a trans woman who hates trans people. J.K. Rowling is a cis woman who hates trans people. This is all true. And like, there's no question about whether or not Blair White hates trans people. This is just a factual statement. She doesn't like it when you say it because she's a little baby snowflake, but it's true. She does hate trans people, like 100%. What happens if another trans woman disagrees with her? Guess what happens? Guess what she does? She makes a response video where in the thumbnail she takes a screenshot of the girl and then photoshops a beard and like a bulge onto them and shit like that. That's how Blair White settles differences with other trans women she doesn't like. That's gross. It is gross. Yeah, dead names them, misgenders them, calls them the T-slur, and photoshops beards onto them. That's how she likes to spend her time for trans girls who dare to stand up to her and say that she's being stupid. The good old axis of evil. You love to see it. One of the people JK cited, Joanna Cherry, printed out a Twitter meme as proof that she's being harassed. Wait. Look at her face. I mean, this is what happens when women stand up for themselves. You get this. Look at this. Look at this attack on women. This harlot. I bet this harlot doesn't even have their gender certificate. Look at all that ink she wasted too. Damn. And no, look at all that ink, dude. She's crying. She's literally crying. It says big turf on it. Just so mad. Literally molding. Incredible what science means these days. Science is science. Without hormonal intervention, a trans woman is more likely to be more aggressive, physically stronger, ambitious than a trans man? What? Yo, I gotta for my girls in chat, y'all ambitious or nah? Because apparently you're not ambitious. Sorry. You're biologically, scientifically less ambitious. Fuck you. Time to measure some skulls. I gotta get my calipers out. As I stated, it is a basic truth of biology that the human male is stronger than the human female, and nothing you can do about this. This is DeviantArt tutorial for basic beginner proportions. This is so fucking good. Wide shoulders, 3 heads. Dude, wait! They're British. So true. 3 head. So true. They've done it. They're calling themselves out. They're calling themselves out. They are 3 head. This is an art reference, not science. Wide hips. Dude, I swear. Do they not know that men can have like wider hips than women? I'm sorry, all right? I say what must be said. Makeup was made for men. Originally. Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said. Makeup was made for men. All right? This is true. High heels, made for men. Skirts, that was made for men. Women had to appropriate all of these things just so they could attempt. Wigs are made for men. Women had to appropriate all of these things so they can attempt to be as beautiful as us. All right? You know how women are always complaining about guys have beautiful eyelashes, beautiful eyebrows, okay? Amazing dumpies without any work whatsoever. They had to appropriate it just so they can attempt to be as beautiful as us. Don't allow them to call you stinky, okay? Sorry, ladies, makeup is for boys only. It's boys only. It's true. Don't let people like J.K. Rowling say that you can't be beautiful. You absolutely can. Cis women can be very beautiful. Cis guys can be very beautiful. Trans men and women can be very beautiful. And our themperers in chat. They also can be very beautiful. Don't let J.K. Rowling take that from you.